What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jada Elam, and I am back with another video. Today's video is super exciting because we're talking about our 2022 goals. Y'all, 2021 was a year. It came and it went, and I really don't even know how it went that fast, but it did. And now we're moving into 2022. The holidays were great, and New Year's Eve is coming up shortly. So I want to get y'all right with these 2022 goals because it's very important that you move into the new year with intention. That is exactly what we're talking about on this channel, is intentional living. So what better way to get intentional about your lifestyle than to actually create goals for 2022? But before we get into the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I want you to also comment down below one of your goals for 2022. All right, so the first step to creating your goals for 2022 is to think back on the previous year. So thinking back to 2021, what did you do? What did you like? What did you not like? How did you grow? Where did you improve? What things do you still need to improve on? These are the types of things that you need to know, because reflecting on the past year is going to give you a lot more information about how you should be moving in the new year. So maybe this year you didn't do as well on a specific area that you wanted to grow on. How about next year you pay a little bit more attention to that? Or this year you made certain mistakes that you know you don't want to replicate in the new year. So certain things like that are why you want to actually reflect on the past year. And then you also want to give yourself a pat on the back. We tend to go through life and not really give ourselves praise for the accomplishments that we already have. No matter how big or how small the accomplishment is, you should always praise yourself for it, because you did it. You probably worked hard at it. So you should give yourself praise for it. So going back and reflecting on 2021, reflect on your wins as well. You want to reflect on what went right, what you actually accomplished, and give yourself mad praise for it. And also thank God, because He's the one that brought us through. So to reflect on my 2021 year, y'all, I did some amazing things, and I actually have to give myself props for it. Like, what? Your girl number one graduated college. Let's talk about that, okay? I graduated college, and that was a huge accomplishment. I went to UCSD, studied international business and accounting, and I made it out alive, y'all. That quarter system had your girl down bad, but it's okay because we made it out alive. We had a good GPA graduating, and we're moving forward. So I'm super glad to be an alumni. So another major thing that I'm really proud of myself for is going out of the country for the first time. OMG, I got to use my passport, y'all. I went to go visit my dad in Germany, and it was an amazing time. And also during that time, it was my birthday, so he surprised me and my brother with a great trip to Paris. And I absolutely lost my cool. Like, seeing the Eiffel Tower was amazing, and I had too much fun. Another really big accomplishment that happened was also me moving across the country. I literally moved from coast to coast, and that was like one of the biggest things, I would say. Like, it felt even bigger than graduating college, mainly because of how much emotional change I had to go through in order to really make that move across country happen. I went from Los Angeles, California to Virginia Beach, Virginia, and that move, it was something. I, left my hometown behind, and I started anew in a new state, in a new location, new city, new friends, new people, new job. Everything started over from square one, and that was a really fearful thing for me, but we can make a whole nother video about that. So my 2021 was really eventful, and I did a lot of maturing. I did a lot of growing, and I see where I have my own mistakes and what mistakes I do not want to bring into 2022, and just some things that I would like to build upon in 2022. Like my business, I really want to build upon my business and expand it and continue to grow it, and that's what I'm doing now with this YouTube channel. So I'm super happy that I'm making steps and strides towards growing and expanding Greenline Planner so that I can help more women really just boss up, adult in style, and become who they truly want to be on the inside. So after step one of reflecting on 2021, the second step that you really want to do is start thinking about what you want for 2022. Start thinking about what you see for yourself and how you see 2022 going. So a lot of times I create vision boards. Like, I literally create vision boards maybe like once every 3 months, just to continue to keep that focus on what it is that I'm actually trying to accomplish during that time. So literally every 3 months, I will go back to the drawing board and recreate my vision board so I can get excited about my goals again. So it's really cool because I use Pinterest to create a lot of my vision boards. So I will go on Pinterest, I'll search up like boss girl aesthetic, or I'll search up whatever things I'm looking for to add to my vision board. And then I will essentially create a board, as they call it, on Pinterest. So you can have the board stay on Pinterest and you can scroll through it and you can get your inspiration by always looking there and going back to that. Or you can download all those images, put them together on one file in Canva so you can print it out, put it in your room, or make it a screensaver. You want to make sure that you're putting it somewhere that you're going to see it daily, so it's a daily reminder of what your goals are for that year and exactly what you're working toward. And it's always good to be reminded of your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you working so hard? Why are you sacrificing certain things? Why are you staying dedicated and persistent with these goals? You have to put that why in front of your face to keep that motivation, that inspiration going. So printing out your vision board or putting it on your phone as your screensaver or your laptop is something that I highly recommend. So definitely put that on the list of things to do as step number 2. And another way that you can think about what you want to do and who you want to become in 2022 is to journal about it. I am such a huge journal advocate because it has truly helped me and really become a form of therapy for me. So I write in my journal whenever I truly feel like I need to have an emotional release, when I need to think through my thoughts and think through my emotions. So my journals are literally like books to me. Actually, let me show you one. This is my journal for 2021, and it's amazing because it has huge pages. I'm not going to show you one that I wrote in, but it has huge pages and it has dates at the top and everything looks like super nice and clean, and it's marble. So it's super cute. And I got this from, I want to say Tuesday Morning, and I love getting my journals from Tuesday Morning because they have actual good quality journals for cheap, like an affordable price. This was probably like $5 or $6. Like this in Barnes & Noble's probably would have been like $30. So grab your journal and write in it what that new you is going to be doing, what she looks like, what she smells like, what she wears on a daily basis, how she acts, what her morning routine is, what her night routine is. You want to get as detailed as you possibly can about this new person. The more detail that you put into the description of who it is that you want to be, the more you see that it's possible that you can be her. The more that you can see, okay, wait, those little details are little things that I can change today to make myself become that and actually make my dreams a reality. So journaling is really, really, really helpful. And another thing that I do for the new year with my journals is that I go and I reread my entire journal like it's a book. So I just write in it and I don't read the pages until literally January 1st of the next year. So on January 1st of 2022, I will be rereading this entire journal through as if it is a book, and I get to see how I have grown over the past year. So that is part of the reflection that I do for 2021 is I look at my journal and I read it and I get all that juicy information. I'll be like, oh my goodness, I don't even remember like I went through that. Or I'll be like, oh my goodness, why was I so emotional about that one thing? Like, JD, you're being sensitive there. Or I'll be like, dang, like I really stopped doing that one bad habit that I said I wanted to stop. So really going through your journals and reading them as if it's you're like a biography or a book or whatever you want to think about it as is really helpful for self-awareness and for changing the things that you want to change, or just seeing your progress on the transformations that you're going through. And the last and final step for creating your goals for 2022 is to actually write out your goals. So the goals itself are what you want to really put a lot of energy and intention behind. So my number one tip to you when you're creating your goals for 2022 is to don't overshoot or overwhelm yourself. The reason why I say this is because large goals tend to be really intimidating. If you think about it, graduating college or moving across country, guess what? I had fear about moving across country. Why? Because it was such a large goal and it was such a big change and a huge leap for myself that I was actually intimidated by achieving that goal. So in order to have these large goals but not make them super duper intimidating, you really want to make sure that you're breaking up your goals from large goals to smaller goals to then action plans. So let me go ahead and explain. When you have large goals, these are the goals that stretch your belief of what's possible for yourself. These are the goals that usually are intimidating because you're afraid of that success. You're afraid of not really knowing what's going to happen or what's going to come next after you achieve that goal. So you're kind of afraid of success. And honestly, I can make a whole video about being afraid of success because people think that they're afraid of failure, but no, in actuality, you're more afraid of the success, because if you don't chase after that goal at all, guess what? You obviously weren't afraid of failure because you automatically made yourself fail by not even going and starting to try and achieve that goal. And that's why we take our large goals and you want to break them down into smaller chunks that are easier to chew and easier to digest and easier to actually take that first step. Remember, you already have everything you need within you to actually go out and achieve that goal. You can do anything you truly put your mind to. My mom was telling me that as I grew up, and that's what really opened up the world of possibilities, because I never put limits on what I could achieve. Everything that you need is already inside of you. All you have to do is just pull it out and realize that it's within you. Have that confidence to utilize what's already in you and really chase after the large goals that you set for yourself. So let's say that you want to get an apartment for 2022, and that's going to be your large goal, is moving out of your parents' house or moving out of your dorm room, and you want to get an apartment now. So the first thing that you want to do is break that up into smaller goals. So your smaller goals are the ones that have to be accomplished before the large goal actually happens. So say that you want the apartment. The small goal that you're going to break it up into is saving however much money it is for the down payment and for the application fee. All of the expenses that it takes for you to first move into the apartment, you need to save that money up. That's a smaller goal that needs to happen before you actually move into your apartment. Another smaller goal that needs to happen is you need to get your credit score correct. So you want to get your credit score up so that you can be approved for the apartment and you can have a smaller down payment. So there are little goals that need to happen before that large goal actually occurs. And those smaller goals still may seem intimidating to you. So we can break that up even further into action plans. And the action plans are the things that you can do today that are going to help you start achieving your goals. So you can call up your bank and say, hey, I want to open up another savings account, or I want to open up another checking account, and then start having automatic transfers from your main checking account to that account to start saving up monthly for your move out. So that is how you can take a large, intimidating goal and make it something that you can actually do today in order to start making strides towards achieving that goal. Your large goal in 2022 is to move out of your parents' house or move out of your dorm room, and you want to have your own apartment. Your smaller goal is to save up the amount of money that you need in order to first move into your apartment. And then the action plan is going to be opening up another checking or savings account to then make automatic transfers to start saving up that money to then get your apartment. So that's how you see that you break up a large, intimidating goal into a smaller one and then into action plans. If you do this with all your goals, I promise you it is going to be inevitable that you achieve that goal that you're setting for yourself. Literally, take it in bite-sized chunks and you can get to wherever you want to go. Have a large goal, stretch yourself, stretch your imagination of what's possible for you, and then actually make it tangible and make it achievable by breaking it up into those smaller goals and into those action plans. Now that you have the goals set out for yourself, the number one thing you need to do is follow through with it. You've done all this planning, you've done the reflection. Now you need to follow through with your goals and actually take those steps. The first step is always the hardest step for anything that you're doing in life, whether it's trying to go work out or you're trying to buy a new car. The first step to do anything in life is always the hardest one. And so I really challenge you to get outside of your comfort zone, to really push yourself. Have your goals in front of your face so you can keep that motivation going, so you can remind yourself of your goals every day and you can actually go out and achieve the ones that you set for yourself for 2022. We're not doing New Year's resolutions. Throw that out the window, because New Year's resolutions are just a thought. They're just a wish and a hopeful thinking. What you really want to do is create action plans and create goals for 2022 that are intentional, that you know you're going to achieve, that you have plans on achieving. You don't want to just think, okay, yeah, I want to get healthy in 2022. No, you want to get detailed about your goals, get intentional about it, and create an actual plan on how you're going to get there step by step. If you lay out the steps, all you gotta do is take them. So just to wrap up the video, I want to share with you all some of my 2022 goals that I have, okay? So number one is to travel outside the country again. I absolutely had an amazing time in Germany and I want to do that again. So I'm going to be using my passport and get another stamp, okay? You know what I'm saying? Passport getting tatted up. But yes, I want to travel outside the country. I don't know exactly where yet, but I am going to be saving up some money in a separate fund for traveling expenses. Then I also want to start doing in-person classes for Green Line Planner. So I'm a lifestyle money coach for young women in their 20s, and I really want to do in-person classes on how they can start investing in themselves, on how they can start building up their savings account and start reaching those lifestyle goals that they want for themselves. So those in-person classes are going to be amazing. And then my last one is to reach 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and also turn on your post notifications because I do post a video every single Saturday. So help me reach my goals, y'all. I will be updating y'all about my goals and my progress on where I am with those goals. So I'm really excited about entering into 2022 and seeing what this year has to offer and has to bring me. 2021 was definitely a wild ride, and now 2022, all I see is it going up. I'm gonna update y'all about all the progress that I have with my goals and where I'm at. So definitely stay tuned to the channel, and I hope y'all have an amazing 2022. Keep on rocking with your girl. And again, hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and comment below what one of your goals are for 2022 and how you're going to actually achieve that. Y'all, I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see y'all next Saturday. Peace.